2100, 95 knots. For trim. Okay. I'll use that one. And I'll start right to the left this time and make a position report. San Diego East, White Cessna 57 Tango, 5500, north, just a little bit north of Alpine Dirt Patch, maneuvering, steep turns. Alright. Roll pitch, power trim.
They
tend to do that. They over control with rudder, but they don't use enough aileron.
Aileron. Rivets. Power back. Alright, rudder.
A little bit steeper, there you go.
There we go.
Add a little bit of power.
You know my preference.
San Diego East, Cessna 27860, over Gillespie.
Okay, not too bad.
Good. Eastbound at
a little better, a little better.
Yep.
Alright.
Failure and a power loss.
Power failure means that you are actually,
or engine failure,
or engine failure, you actually have no restart and you have to prepare for an emergency landing. Power lost means you might be able to reach a safe landing airport or spot, and you will have to pitch for, well, both of them you have to pitch for the best glide because you want to gain the most forward distance. But a power failure or engine lost is more critical.
Yeah, so basically here's how I say it. A power failure or an engine failure, you try and restart the engine.
Oh, okay,
right?
Yeah, you do, you try.
Yeah, and you land if you cannot restart the engine, you need to land as soon as possible.
As soon as possible, got it.
If you have a power loss, you try and fix the partial power loss, so don't try and restart the engine. Basically, if you crank on a partial power loss, you may dead stop that engine.
Got it.
Because the starter can interfere with the propeller.
With the rotation already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then the magneto problem, right? So try and isolate the problem.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay,
it can be either fuel, air, or ignition.
Fuel, air.
So you should check throttle too in this case, okay?
Maybe see what throttle adjustment gives me the best performance. I'll keep 65. Since I got my airspeed at 65 at my best landing spot, I see it. Then what I'll do is get a Gillespie tower, 127, and declare a pan 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 on the radio. Just let them know I'm engine roughness and that I need to land immediately.
Okay.
And
yeah, like a priority landing.
Like a priority landing, correct.
Yeah. So it's usually either fuel, air, or ignition. So that's why we check fuel, throttle, fuel, master mags, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, good. Always, not just before every maneuver, always be aware of your nearest, your best landing point. Okay?
Best landing spot, yeah, even during.
So if you had an engine failure right now, where would you go?
Probably on that dirt patch, the grass dirt patch. So what I'll do is, I have the airfield on my side. So probably what I can do is keep 65, trim for it, have my landing spot. What I'll do is turn just a little bit tiny, being more, so I have it on my side. And I'll check fuel again, fuel, masters, and mag.
East Black Line Cherokee.
Crank, right?
Just
crank
south of Crest on Victor 66, eastbound 3,500. And we have the Cessna traffic going southeast.
Southeast. And I'll have the spot right here, and I'll make an announcement. San Diego East, White Cessna 57 Tango over Alpine Dirt Patch, 4,700, emergency descent. Oh, emergency.
San Diego East traffic, White Cessna
really an emergency descent.
Yeah, it's not.
Heading towards Gillespie and then towards,
so I have the spot right here. I see it's clear of fences and trees. So what I'll do is
San Diego Coast Black and White Cherokee.
Land on
2 miles west,
facing westbound.
3,500 feet.
Just for the wind, since I don't see any.
Okay, so you made the trim. You turn to your nearest point. You try to restart the engine, right? Make sure you mention restart. Okay.
Restart.
But
crank.
remember, for restarting the engine, you can't have that fuel pump on. It's a hot start.
Yeah, it will be a hot
Right?
start.
It may be some kind of blockage. So you open the throttle, pump on, pump off.
Just to clear it, clear the line.
Yeah, you don't want to flood it though, right?
If I don't get a restart, well, then I'll do my checklist.
There we go.
And
You did the
flow?
radio call, which is part of this checklist. So it's got to be trim, turn, troubleshoot, fuel master max, try and restart, then checklist immediately.
Yeah.
Now, my controls here.
Your controls?
Palmer Valley,
Look at that spot. Okay, so let's say pretend highway. Okay.
All right. We'll pretend the highway. What I'll do is check my fuel in, adjust the throttle, fuel pump on, and fuel pump off, and then crank on the magnetos to see if I can get a restart. If no restart, what I'll do is shut off the fuel, shut off the fuel.
Checklist, buddy.
Oh fuck, checklist. Best.
Teach a procedure.
Yeah, fuck. Flow, check.
Trim, turn, troubleshoot, or ABCs, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I said
To see if I forget something. Pig landing spot check, 65 knots. Fuel pump was on, fuel selector was on, fuel pump was on, and mixture was set, and master on. Yes, but we got no restart. So what I'll do is do the flow for a emergency landing. So fuel pump, fuel off, power idle, and I'll leave the master on, the key just prior to landing, and I'll check 7700, 121.5, and declare an emergency. I'll start heading for the straighter part of the runway, and 65 knots. I'll do, if no restart and time permits, maintain base glide squawk 7700, which we did. Declare an emergency on 121.5, so let me just set it. Declare an emergency with my tail number. Fuel off. Power set, and we'll set the flaps as needed. Seatbelts on, and I'll ask you to cover and unlatch the door prior to landing. And I will shut the master off.
Let me show you what I used right now. Boom, you're climbing and your engine starts exploding.
So what I'll do is power to idle, cut the fuel to the engine, and pitch down for top of the green. With shallow S-turns also, to keep looking under me. I would have made a position report. Let me keep pitching down on a turn to increase the airspeed.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. 4, 5, and make it
roll out, don't pitch
nice
back.
And slow.
Yeah, roll out, don't pitch back. There we go.
Roll out, and if the fire is out, the fuel is already going out of the engine. Pitch for 65, and I won't even try to restart it.
Good. That's how most people, they try and restart, you're just putting fuel back on
the fire, put 65, and I'll pick a landing spot. And sub-fuel, I'll keep 65 short final, so we're about short final. So I'll get my airspeed stable. Five, center line. Nice.
Nice Tower, Cessna 65290, holding short 27 left, request left close traffic.
We'll keep the nose up.
This is 65290, the left tower, hold short to me 27 left.
Hold short 27 left, 65290.
And minimum braking.
Master 1 coming up on a mile south-southeast.
Should be aiming before the runway, right?
Proceed,
yeah. So you don't use half the runway just for the flare.
Pioneer pattern 55. Into Astrea baseline will be at your own risk, wind 270 at 10.
Where's your flare?
Master 1 copy, thank you.
Go around. Go. You weren't flaring and you had no crosswind correction. Stay in the ground effect for the go around, right? Cleaning up your airplane, clean up the airplane. You needed left rudder and you weren't flaring. You were looking at the runway again. Not at the end, right?
I was, yes. Last 10.
Okay.
5. More power. 65, 60. Power on approach. On grounds. Now I'm looking outside.
Yep, you need to look at the end of the runway and left rudder, left rudder, left rudder, left rudder. See?
There we go.
Okay, keep that flare,
Stop.
keep the flare, keep it.
Keep it, keep it, keep it.
Flaps.
Flaps 10.
And
Full power. Right rudder.
yes, let you remember too much right rudder. Look
Too
at your
much,
look at your crab. There we go.
70. Good job.
Let to remind you a little bit of those crosswinds, right?
The what,
You see
sorry?
the crosswinds. I said left rudder, left rudder.
Yeah,
left.
left.
Rudder. Do you notice like how your nose was?
Yeah,
Did you notice
I
that?
do see it. Because now I can tell I can see the black thing on the windscreen.
Yeah, use them like gun sights, okay?
Okay.
Look at your descent rate, right? Just add some power. That will give you the airspeed.
Miramar 2000.
I mean, for the last arrow.
Yankee, Roger.
Second last.
Left traffic, runway 28 right, plan direct.
Second
Second last, okay?
Left traffic 28 right, 17 Yankee, thanks.
Grumman 24 Lima, you're looking for a Malibu, 11 o'clock
Nice.
and a mile,
Threshold over the center
2007.
line.
I'll touch down high the numbers and
Grumman 24 Lima,
full back
follow the Malibu,
pressure,
number
full
4, runway
braking
28 right,
without
right.
skidding.
Follow the runway, or the Malibu, clear to land runway 28
60.
right. 64 Lima.
Malibu,
More
9117 Juliet, Montgomery Tower, you want?
I'm here.
Alright,
17
two ground
Juliet,
effect.
Roger, you're following a
Center line.
Cessna, stretching a Cherokee about a mile and a half
This is
ahead,
power
and
idle.
will reach your speed at least 20 knots, runway 28 right, clear to land.
Looking outside.
Roger, clear to land number
Pitch
2,
up.
and we'll slow down.
Full
And
brakes.
the aircraft, that was just the northeast
Alright,
of that
Brakes,
3,400 thing.
brakes.
Cessna 723 Yankee Victor Mountain Helix 3500
We're
landing
stopped.
Papa.
And we'll
Cessna
let
Tango, thanks for Charlie, turn left, contact ground.
left to Charlie to ground, 5 Tango.
Cessna 732 Yankee Victor, Montgomery Tower, make a left 360, then straight in, runway 28 right.
Left 360,
Had to get one right.
right 3 Yankee Victor.
Nice.
Venture in 210,
Your
right,
last
right,
soft kill
Montgomery
was good
Tower,
too.
you're following a Cessna